racing. You wanted the best, you got them four abreast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
So what are you afraid of? Those feelings are made up. For anyone asking who is the best, we putting our hands up.
4 more kilometers. Oh, there we go! They caught!
This time, like the last time, I'm moving so fast, I'm ready to ride.
Frankie! Down to the inside of Hoosie's off!
Messenger throws the block, and he will keep him behind him.
My time. None of you people can tell me to stop. Lower the lights down. Hand over my crown. Hand over my heart. I do this for my town. I do this for my crowd. So turn me up real loud. My time. None of you people can tell me to stop. Turning the track up. I'll never go back down. Hand over my heart. I do this for my town. I do this for my crowd. So turn me up real loud. My time. None of you people can tell me to stop.
It's dirt racing night once again. Hello everybody, welcome to V8s Online here for the Australian 410 Sprint Car Series presented by Down Under Graphics at Williams Grove Raceway, or Williams Grove Speedway. Very, very technical, short track here on the iRacing service. My name is Jay Kennedy. Alongside me, Fonty, Scott Fountain. Fonty, it's going to be a really interesting night, a real challenging track, this one.
Yeah, you're certainly right, Jay. Welcome, viewers, to another V8s Online special. It's yeah, interesting track, this one. It's probably my least favourite out of all of the tracks in the iRacing service. Not to say it's not a great track. It's just very long straights, very tight turns come back on themselves. You see, yeah, generally it's a little bit of carnage coming in. These cars come in at a fair rate of knots into the turn, and you've got to throw it in, and a lot of you slow down quite a bit. So you generally have to be quite easy on the throttle exiting the turn. Otherwise, you're going to do the big wheel stand, especially in these 800 horsepower sprint cars. So, no, it's going to be a great event. Great to see Tim Ryan out here having a crack. Another one of our pro guys in the AusNZ community. And so I'm sure it'll be very close between him and Goodyear and Bob King.
Yeah, and on screen is the championship standings, and it's very, very close. The top three separated by a massive 4 points. So Joel Berkeley, Bob King, Jock Goodyear, all well and truly in contention for this championship. Lachlan Smith in fourth, definitely not out of it as well, only 14 points back. It only takes one good result, and we saw how quickly things could change last round. 150 points up for grabs for winning the night. It can all go badly very, very quickly, can't it?
Yeah, it certainly can, Jay. It's yeah, sprint car racing, dirt racing. You got no room for error. So you know, you need to really be careful and trust the guy who's running next to you. So I'm sure, as we always do, we see plenty of carnage, plenty of action in all dirt racing, which I'm sure we're going to see the exact same thing tonight.
Yep, 100% agree. We are here at Mechanicsburg in the USA for the third round of this series. We're just about done with the practice session, and at the moment the timesheets are exactly who you'd expect to see at the top. Goodyear, Ryan, King and Berkeley, the top four guys in this session. Three of those are the top three in the championship, and Tim Ryan, well, he's leading the world championship at the moment.
Yeah, Tim Ryan, he's a great peddler. He's so fast in these sprint cars, and he's certainly taken it to the world. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing how he goes tonight, to be honest. I'm sure he's going to show them all up. But yeah, Jock Goodyear, he's no slouch, and Bob's no slouch either. So yeah, I'm not really too sure on how Tim Ryan goes at this individual track. I know he's quite good on the short track stuff. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who shines tonight and who doesn't.
So practice is done for all the drivers, and as we've seen throughout this series, it will be solo qualifying. Each driver will get their chance to do a couple of flying laps, and the lucky man who is the first one out will be Lachlan Smith. Tim Ryan's also found himself in a good spot. He'll be the second car out, but Jock Goodyear, he's going to have to work hard tonight. He will be the last car out on track in qualifying tonight.
Yeah, and this track in itself, it's you really want to try and be one of the first ones out there. The track generally gets slower. You're going to have to run higher up on the race line. So yeah, he's going to be massively disadvantaged for his qualifying run. Not to say that he can't pull it out the bag and absolutely have a blinder, but he is going to have to work that little bit harder to make it a success.
Big hello to everyone who's tuning in for the first time here on V8s Online. And this series is live every second Tuesday night. This is the halfway point of the season once we finish tonight. But the next three rounds that we've got coming up, they're going to be quite tough as well. And we've seen throughout this series how tough this racing gets, haven't we?
Yeah, we certainly have. Last round we were at Lanier Speedway, which is my favourite track, and saw lots of action, lots of slide jobs. come here to Williams Grove, and then yeah, the last 2 rounds are going to be very exciting to watch. I know that yeah, we've seen some improvement from some drivers. Yeah, I'm interested to see how much carnage there is in this in this event. Yeah, with being a track like it is, we haven't raced here as of yet in this season, and it is a lot different to what we've previously been at. So yeah, I think it'll take a little bit for the drivers to get used to each other racing around here, but I'm sure we're going to see a great A-main final.
Yep, looking forward to seeing how it all plays out. Lachlan Smith is out on the circuit, and who will be our first benchmark. As we said, a really, really different track. This is the absolute polar opposite of what we saw last round, where short straights, big wide open corners, really narrow corners, and a huge straight. So it's going to be a real different mix from what we've seen last round to this one. Probably the two polar opposite ends of circuits. As Smith first lap 17.3.
Yeah, not a bad lap. You just want to try and bank one, a decent one. You don't want to go out there and throw it all out the window by hitting the wall. These cars, yeah, we're going to see as the night goes along. They're running a very low line at the moment, so I would think right at the end of the night you're going to see these cars really running up the top, and it is very difficult because of how tight each end of the track is. It is difficult, but we're going to see what the benchmark is here. Tim Ryan out on track now.
So 17.2.
These cars reaching, yeah. These cars reaching serious speeds down these straights, over 200 kilometers an hour. So it's yeah, fair old whack to come down the straight. 226 kilometers an hour to be exact. So it's certainly not a slow track for a sprint car.
Very fast lap though.
17 flat.
Good lap from Ryan. We'll see if he can improve. We saw Smith on his second lap find an extra 1/10 of a second. Will we see Ryan break into the 16-second barrier? That looked very, very good through 3 and 4. Oh, it's close. Just misses out on a 16, but a 17.02. What a lap.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the benchmark there. Yeah, with Goodyear being last off, I don't think he's going to be able to get that, but yeah, Bob King, he will certainly have a crack at trying to get there. Also got Brenton Hobson out there, Hobbo 88, head of the Synergy Sim Racing crew. They do an excellent job on the dirt stuff as well as on the road stuff, so he is always a force to be reckoned with.
Fan favourite as well. Dale Grother out on circuit at the moment. Oh, that's not good though. He's hit the wall on his first lap. Run way too high through 3 and 4 on the first one. He's going to have to go again, and that would have killed all his momentum coming into 1 as well. So this lap is going to be a little bit off the pace, and I'm sure Grother won't be too happy with how that's gone. That looks much better this time through 3 and 4 though.
Yeah, certainly not the way you want to jump out there and start your first lap off. What's he done? 17.6 on that first lap, so a bit off the pace. That would have certainly knocked him a little bit. But here we go. He does have another lap to have a crack.
Next driver out is Hobbo 88. Seen him last few rounds. He's been a little bit further down in the qualifying list in the start order, so he's got the good draw tonight. See what he can do as he starts his first flying lap. Very, very nice and neat through turns 1 and 2. Slowed the car up just enough and didn't have too much of a slide going into 1. Probably too much through 3, but looked very good through 4. 17.4. He'll want to find a bit more time in this second lap though.
Yeah, he certainly would. Being very reserved out there on his first lap. Doesn't want to put it on the wall. But, a bit of a mistake exiting that turn. Car went a bit too wide. I don't think he's going to go any faster. No, he didn't go any faster. So, I don't even think he must have clipped the wall because that lap did not count.
I think he might have actually clipped the inside tyres in 3 there. Just threw it in there, but threw it in a little bit too aggressive. And you can get caught out by a tiny little tyre bundle. And the tyres at the entrance to turn number 3 is out on track now. Is Trent Gossley in the number 7 machine. See what he can do. Trent's been very consistent throughout this series. And, oh, I had to get out of the throttle there coming out of 2. Let it run way too wide.
Yeah, certainly did. You can see the car has a lot of understeer, a lot of push coming off the turn. So yeah, not easy to get the power down when you've got that, and you scrub a lot of speed off in the front end. It looks to be a little bit better, maybe a little bit, potentially a little bit too much rear wing over it this stage of the event with the track being so fresh.
Does improve on his second lap. Slots into 4th position with a 17.5. And next driver out on track will be Lewis Hewitt. So Lewis actually is not here tonight, so James Rice will be the next car out. No, Lewis is there. Sorry. Got him. Found him. There he is. He's actually out starting his flying lap. How can you miss that colour of that car? It's so strange to see a TTL car not in orange and black, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. For so long we've seen them in orange and black, as far back as I can remember, really. So yeah, but good to mix it up every now and then.
First lap, not too bad either. 17.3. See what he can do on this second one. Very, very nice and neat through 3. Good exit out of 4. And we're into the 16s, are we? We are. Quick lap. 16.996. Great lap from Lewis Hewitt. Well done. Great job to bump Tim Ryan off the top of the timesheets. James Rice, next car out.
That's interesting. That's really cool to see that. Really. He's certainly the benchmark this early on. Obviously got the setup hooked up for this qualifying session.
So let's see what Rice can do as he starts his first flying lap. Got 24 cars registered for tonight's racing, so I'll have 3 heats. Good first lap for Rice, a 17.2. That's not too bad. He'll slot right into the middle. P3 for now. Needs to find a heap of time to gain another spot, though. 0.2 of a second. Don't know if he's going to be able to do it. Look at the momentum he carried through turn number 4, though. Does improve on the second lap, but won't gain any positions. Good job from James Rice.
Yeah, not a bad job at all. I didn't think he was going to go faster in that last one. The last turn there, turn 3 and 4, the car kind of swept out on him a bit mid-turn, which I thought was going to slow down his pace, but no, not a bad time at all there. Track hasn't got slower yet, so yeah, got to be happy with that. P3 so far. Do have a lot of the field still left to go, so anything can happen.
Glenn Ince out on circuit now, ready to start his first flying lap here at Williams Grove. Probably a little bit too cautious coming into 3 there. And very, very sideways coming out of 4. 17.8 for the first lap. He'll be looking to gain a big bunch of time. But we've seen throughout this series, the guys that do a little bit slower of a first lap come on with a really quick lap on the second. We saw Lewis Hewitt do it just before. That's so close to the wall there. Does improve, but won't improve any positions.
Yeah, he was very lucky there. He did slightly nudge the wall, but obviously not enough for the iRacing service to register. He did not help his campaign there, but hey, good lap really. Bank a half decent one, and yeah, just out of trouble really. That's the key, isn't it, Joe?
It is. Just want to make sure you get these laps registered. And, every position you can gain in this qualifying will help you move up the starting order. It's easier to pass in qualifying than it is out on the circuit. Tim Harris out on track now. And this lap looks pretty good at the moment. What will he do? Good first lap, 17.1. Great first lap. See if he's got any more in it in the second one. The second lap looks like it's been slightly quicker from everybody so far. Does need to find a heap of time. That's close to the wall. He does improve on the second lap, but it won't get him any more spots. And a spectacular end of the lap as well.
Yeah, exactly. Not a bad time at all, really. You got to be happy with that. 17.1. So he yeah, did very well there. I didn't think it was going to be that fast, to be honest. A few mistakes there, but He managed to bank a half-decent one.
Bob King out on circuit now. Currently second in the championship. Seeing, he'll be trying to get as many points as he can. And hoping they can pull a bit of a gap over Jock Goodyer. This lap looks pretty good so far. Very, very good through 3. Good momentum out of 4. Good first lap. 17.17.
Yep.
That's the same as Tim Harris's first lap.
Yeah, very good lap. He looked very, very clean. He hasn't made any mistakes. Certainly a lot smoother than the previous car that was out on track.
What is he going to get on this
good
second
run here.
lap?
No, he didn't. No improvement, really.
Gained a spot. Did get ahead of Tim Harris on that second lap, so that's pretty good. But that gap between the first 2 cars and the rest of the field is quite large at the moment. So, little surprised to see how big that gap is as Cameron Dance is the next car out.
Yep, Cam Dance.
Whoa!
Only. Well,
that's not ideal for Cam. I think that is his qualifying done. Wow.
Yeah, he's put it on its lid.
Yeah,
He might. Is he going to get another one? No, he's not. No, that's Oh, here he goes. He's going again. Maybe he's finding out if he can go again. He does still have 1 lap to go, but potentially because he put it on its roof, it could be good. Cam Dance, the only pro driver in the New Zealand region for dirt. Yeah, it does a very good job. I was watching a lap. There we go. Cam Dance not allowed out on track. So
yep, gonna be a long night for him.
We've seen him the last. Yeah, we've seen him the last few rounds. He's doesn't always finish right at the front, but he's very clean and consistent and can make his way through. Qualifying seems to be a bit of a problem for Cam at times, which we've just seen again. So he's going to have to fight his way from the rear of the field.
He's probably got the setup to put it on the front row, but wouldn't have known what to do if he actually got it. So maybe that's what he's done. James Robbie, his first flying lap, puts him right into the middle, into P8. With a 17.4, he'll be looking to get some improvement. Doesn't have to find too much time to gain a couple of spots either. What can he do? Looks very, very good through 3. Probably lost a bit of momentum through 4. Had to straighten the car up and lost a lot of time. That second lap is no improvement.
Yeah, still P8. You can't really complain at that. It's, yeah, not too bad really, I feel.
A few drivers in the list that have not turned up tonight. So just trying to work out who the next driver out is. I believe it will be Ryan Harris.
Yeah, no Gavin Sadler tonight. Gavin, oh, he is, no, sorry.
Yeah, down
my apologies, Gavin. He is down there, down the bottom, yep.
He'll be the second last car out. We're missing Zachary Phelan, Dylan Semmelman, Harry Edwards, Bailey Hall, who all were in the list for qualifying, but have not been able to attend. So out on track now, though, is Ryan Harris. See if he can get a time up around Tim. That looks pretty good through 3. Good momentum coming out of 4 as well. This is a good lap. 17.1. Great first lap. See if he's got any more in it. Looked really, really aggressive through 1. That's the most aggressive we've seen. And oh, beautiful job through 2 to miss the wall.
Yeah, good start. Very good turn 1 on that second lap there. Is he going to improve?
No.
No.
Oh, yes, he did. Actually, he did improve.
Right now it's P4.
Yep. So he found 100th over Tim. A little infighting there. Has gone Ryan's way. Scott Griffiths, the next driver out. Scotty will be looking to improve. He's had a fair bit of bad luck, and as this series has gone on, he's found himself in incidents that he's had no control over. In the first 2 races, he'll be hoping that he can not have that black cat cross his path through this race. But Griffiths, 1 and 2, probably a tiny little bit sloppy. He's hit the wall. This is not a good end to the lap. That is lap done. Wow.
Oh, he's caught in the fence. That's going to be it. Bugger. He's on. That's unfortunate there.
Yep. So Griffiths and Dance will both start from rear of grid in their heats. Dale Jordison, the next driver out. Recently over to Gavin Sadler Racing. Let's see what he can do in the 99 machine. Very, very smooth through 1 and 2. 3 and 4 looks to be the spot where a lot of drivers are losing time out of 4.
Off the throttle. Not a bad lap though, I think.
17.4, good first lap.
17.4. Okay, yep. Just got off the throttle there. Halfway through 3 and 4. Here we go. He's thrown it in there. Slightly better. Cars come out a lot though.
His second
Needs
lap.
to put a little bit more stagger into the car, I think.
Yep, second lap was 2 thousandths of a second quicker than his first. Next driver out in the newly formed Pinnacle Sim Racing, Darren Brumfield. This guy started new team in the last few days. We'll see how Pinnacle can perform throughout the night.
Yeah, I hadn't heard of Pinnacle until now, Jay. Interesting to see how they go. I'll certainly have to do some research and find out about them myself.
Yeah, so I only found out about 2 hours before we went live. So very, very new team, hot off the press. But I must say the deliveries look pretty cool. BK Designs doing that, and Bob has done a very, very good job with the look on their cars. Second lap for Brumfield does improve, and he will gain a spot. He bumps Dale Jordison back 1 spot. Brumfield with a 17.44 on his second lap. Not many drivers left to go. Next one will be Vince Romeo, another Pinnacle Sim Racing car. We'll see what Vince can do on his 2 laps.
We saw Vince. He was quite quick in round 1. He was one of the faster cars coming into the end of the feature. Didn't quite get the result he was after. I think he was tangled up in an incident. That's very good for a first lap. Oh, got to be happy with that.
Yeah, good first lap. 6th position.
17.1. Yeah, will he go in front of Tim Harris? Oh, car's come out a bit too much. I think this is going to be a little bit slower, to be honest, Jay.
Yeah,
yes, he has gone slower there.
Turn
Lost
4.
lots of momentum there through 3 and 4.
Yeah. Saying that's still
really,
a very, very good lap,
track is quite difficult. Yeah, very good lap. Got to be happy with that, Vince. Yeah, very difficult, this track. You've really got to come right from the top and then just straight line it down to the bottom. Then use your throttle to really control yourself. If you're too far up, then the car will just sweep out and you're losing time. Really hard to get the power down.
We've talked about it before with these cars. As much as you think that throwing it sideways is the way to go, you want to keep the car as straight as possible. The amount of time you're sideways for, you're actually losing momentum, you're losing speed. So you want to keep it as straight as possible. And the guys that can do it really well find a lot of time very, very quickly. Daniel Gow, though, his first lap, 17.4. He'll be looking to get some big improvement on this second one.
Yeah, he certainly will be. Yeah, you're exactly right.
That won't improve it, though. That's that tyre bundle we talked
big
about.
Moment there.
That tyre bundle at the pit entry.
They jump out. They jump out, I tell you. They grow legs sometimes, those tyre bundles.
The next driver out is Joel Berkeley, the championship leader. Of course, won the first round of this championship.
Very fast. Very fast. One of the TTL cars. Last round we saw all the TTL cars get tangled up together. Knew that the meeting with the team chat afterwards would have been hot to trot, really.
Good first
good lap there for a start, though.
Yep, 17.142 on the first one. What can he do on this second one? Berkeley through 3. Looks very, very good through 3. This is going to be quick.
This is going to be faster. Very good lap there. There we go.
17.0 in the third.
P3. Yeah, not bad at all, really. There's absolutely nothing in it between these top guys.
Yep, 6.
Yeah, getting back to the car setup, Jay, and it's, yeah, as you were saying, you want to drive the car as straight as you possibly can. You got that big tire on the right hand side, and it's you're kind of using that, and you also want to. It's all done with stagger and how much offset that wheel is sort of set out. I was fortunate enough to be able to race a sprint car in real life for a season, which was very exhilarating. But yes, it's yeah, these cars, yeah, although you want to get it sideways to come to the turn, it's all about getting that power down and driving it as straight as possible and gaining that grip.
And Aaron Kelly out on circuit at the moment, struggling a little bit through 3 and 4, and that's the widest we've seen through 1 and 2 as well, is struggling a little bit. And some guys probably haven't got their cars set up really well for the big long straight. It's really catching a few drivers out the way it's looking to me.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Jay. It's yeah, that car's not very well set up there. To be honest, he's yeah, a little bit off the pace there, but yeah, lots of long racing to go, so he can improve on that.
Yeah, exactly right. Of course, this will set the grid for our heat races as the night goes on. We'll have 3 heat races, then we'll have a B main and A main to wrap the night up. Jake Maloney, the next driver, out on the circuit now, and he's been a real surprise packet as this championship has gone on. The first 2 rounds, he's shown he's not just a road racing specialist. He's done a really, really good job and surprised a lot of people.
Yeah, certainly has done very well in the dirt stuff. Struggled a little bit off the exit of turn 2, off turn 3 there on lap 1. 17.449 on his first lap. Slight mistake. Oh, the car couldn't quite get the power down there.
Improved,
he has
though.
improved, but yes, he has P10. Yeah, just can't quite get that turn 4 exit right there.
He stayed in the throttle though, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, and potentially, yeah, the rear wing needs to get a little bit more weight over those rear tires to be able to create that downforce to get that drive off the turn.
Scott Butler, the next driver out on the track. The 4th driver out there for Pinnacle Sim Racing. As we said, brand new team. These guys only got together over the last few days. All were in MFR and have separated and gone their own way. And good luck to them as they do that. See what Butler can do on this first one. Not a bad banker lap. 17.3. It's a good platform to build from.
Yeah, it certainly is there. Just watching on the rear view there. His turn-in point's great, and that's a slightly better, but yeah, same again. The car's just sweeping out a little bit too much on corner exit.
Good second lap, 17.2.
Can't quite get the power down. 17.2, so yeah, can't complain at that.
So he slots into 8th position.
Yeah, it's very, very tight between the top 10 cars. Absolutely nothing in it. Only person to crack into the 16s is Lewis Hewitt.
Gavin Sadler, the second last car out for qualifying. We'll see what he can do on these 2 laps.
Yeah, I'm sure we will see Gavin go pretty good here. He's a master at the dirt. Been around the iRacing for a very long time. Hosts a lot of leagues and whatnot.
Yep, first lap.
For his first. Oh, not too crash hot there on his first lap. He's 17.6, way down to P20. Can he improve on that?
Yeah, he'll be looking to get a big chunk of time.
Off the throttle.
Yeah, doesn't look like that car's working too good at all, does it? Struggling, that car.
No, it doesn't. He's just given up there. Yeah, really. Yeah, once you really need to sort of position yourself on the track, and it's really hard to kind of fix yourself up when you're halfway down the straight, when you're on the throttle. You can't really turn the steering wheel too much to be able to fix yourself up, so you really got to just work at it, and it's all about the flow, really, and making that car flow nicely to create a good lap.
Jock Goodger, our final driver to run. Cameron Dance will have a lap at the end of the session. He'll have 1 lap, but Goodger, see what he can do on this one. We're looking to get as close to that 16-second barrier as he can. 17.2 Be a little bit further back than what
good.
I'd be happy with, but really
Yeah.
big platform to build.
You can already see the track is really starting to evolve. He was very good at turning it in there, turned the car in perfectly, but then again struggled to get that power down off that turn. What's he gonna do? So he does improve. We have seen him get up to P8, so I'm quite impressed with that actually, considering how many cars have gone around the track at this stage. It's that's not a bad lap at all, Jay.
Yep, he'll be reasonably happy with that, considering how much the track has changed from those first few drivers out there. Cameron Dance now out for his 1 lap dash. Otherwise, he'll be starting all the way back in 24th, and he will not be happy with that.
Slightly better. Where's he going to get?
We'll slot into the middle here. I reckon this will be about a 17.3. 17.3.2.
There we go.
13th,
Cool
right in the
there,
middle.
Jay. P13.
That's about...
Bang on in the middle.
Jeez,
You got it right for once, mate.
That's two weeks in a row in this series. I've got
2
something
weeks
right.
in a row.
First time ever actually picked the winner last round, but that's the qualifying session done. And we will now build to heat number 1. We are not too far away from getting that underway. And I must say, that lap time, those front 3 guys, those lap times are incredibly quick. Hewitt, Ryan and Berkeley, those guys have got it all sorted and hooked up at the moment this week.
Yeah, they certainly do. It's yeah, like I was saying, it's a very interesting track, this one. I can tell right now by how the track looks just in qualifying. We're going to see these cars running so close to the wall. You've kind of got 2 lines. You can really pull some massive slide jobs here just by the nature of the track and how it works. So we're going to see plenty of action here, Jay. We've got in the heat 1, Lewis Hewitt, Bob King, Vince Romeo. I'm sure these guys are all going to be in there. Cam Dance, he's sitting in P5. Gavin Sadler, he's back in P8. So these guys don't have only 8 laps to make your way through. So you just want to kind of be clean, make your way. Is it the top 4 go through?
Yeah, I believe it is top 4. So we'll get someone to confirm that for us in the next little while. But fairly sure we've seen top 4 go throughout the rest of the series. So we'll get that confirmed in the next little bit. But pretty stacked heat. We've got Hewitt, King at the front. But Dance going to have to work hard from 5th. And Trent Gosley and Gavin Sadler at the back of the field. Can't discount those guys at all as well. Really are 8 drivers who should make this top 4.
Yeah, 8 and 4 never really works. So we are going to see plenty of action here, Jay. My pick for this first one's, well, Lewis, he is very fast. You can't really go past him, but I'm going to go for Bob King on this one. He's always a dark horse. Saw a very close battle between with him last round for the win. Slightly missed out, but I reckon he's going to come here for redemption today.
Yep. It'll be very, very tight between Hewitt and King, and whoever can get or whoever's in the lead at the end of lap 1 will win this race, I feel, between those guys. But those 2 will be the ones to watch. Interesting, though, the person that finishes 2nd in this race will start the A-main from pole. So there is a tiny little incentive to finish 2nd in this one.
Yeah, it's an interesting format. Maybe Bob set that one up for himself because he's not quite the fastest, but I'm sure, yeah, that is an interesting incentive, really. It's, yeah, not a mix it up.
Those who are wondering what we're referring to, there has been a pill draw done before the event went live, and position 4 is the inversion, or number 4 was the inversion number. So whoever finishes 2nd in this race with 3 heats will then mean they will start the A-main from pole position. One more lap under the control of the iRacing Pace Track. A big thank you to everyone who has supported this series behind the scenes as well. Down Under Graphics, BK Events, and also all the teams that have all supported this series. We've enjoyed being a part of it, and there's hopefully some big things in the future for the Oz NZ dirt community, especially with the results that the Oz NZ guys are having in the World Championship stuff at the moment. So it shows how good these guys really are.
Oh, you're exactly right. It's the home of dirt racing. Certainly in New Zealand, where I'm from, it's massive back in NZ, and it's huge in Aussie as well. So it's yeah, it is great to see Aussie NZ guys really taking it to the world, to the Americans. They are the leaders of this dirt track stuff as the race is underway. Great jump from Lewis Stewart there. Bob King running a slightly higher line, trying to get that power down.
And King's actually going to come under pressure here from Vince Romeo. As, Cameron Dance is already through and up into fourth, and now he's putting pressure on Romeo. But Romeo, I wouldn't be surprised if Romeo comes up on King here. Very short
Romeo
heats too, 8 laps.
Very good job. Yeah, exactly. Can't quite get the power down, so it's interesting to see the different lines that these guys are running. Very similar. It's kind of mid-track at the moment. The person who is running the highest is Lewis Stewart. We can see him pulling that gap. He is opening that gap up, but King is trying his absolute hardest.
It's on for third though. Here we go.
Rain him down. On for third. There we go. Cam's going to try and throw it. Can he get the power down? Yes, I think he is going to get it down. No, he's not.
Dance looks much better through 1 and 2 as well, so we'll need to watch this over the next couple of laps. Will he be able to get this done? You can see the momentum he's carrying through 2 and down this back straight, but he's not quite able to clear it at the halfway point of the race now.
Oh,
Hewitt's
and
broken away.
Romeo, he is catching Bob. I don't know if he made a mistake there. Cam needs to run that slightly bit higher. He needs to be running that line of where Lewis Stewart is.
Oh, big crash in the background though. Darren Brumfield around. Gavin Sadler also involved. 3 laps to go. King, Romeo, Dance, second, third and fourth. This is getting closer. Here comes Dance.
Yeah, there we go. See that Cam's slightly better. He just can't quite get it off the turn exit. Not running it high enough. There we go. That's better. He's going to get the power down now.
Not quite able to get the momentum up though to carry it forward down the front straight. Romeo's done a great job holding on to this position. Dance does look like his car is stronger, but he's just not quite able to get it done.
There we
Saying
go.
that, here we go.
Try and get the run here now.
White flag in the air, final lap.
The slide job. Here we go. He's going to try and use that inside line to get the power down. He's not going to have the grunt though. Very close. Last lap. He needs Romeo to make a mistake. He's not going to get it. Oh, although Bob King very close to getting in the wall there. Bob really had to get off the gas. There we go. Race 1 is done. Lewis Stewart, absolutely marvellous effort there.
So, heat number 1 already done. Lewis Hewitt wins over Bob King, Vince Romeo. As overlays just decided to have a heart attack on me at the exact moment. There we go. Bob King, Vince Romeo, and Cameron Dance are top 4 with Trent Gostley, James Rice, Gavin Sadler, and Darren Brumfield. The rest of the field, all 8 starters, did finish the race, which is always great to see. The starting grid for heat number 2, though. Tim Ryan will start on the front row with Ryan Harris, Jock Goodyer, and Lachlan Smith on the second row. Brenton Hobson, Dale Jordison, Aaron Kelly, and Glenn Ince. The 8-car field for heat number 2. We're into it already.
Yeah, this is going to be a great race. It's yeah, Tim Ryan off P1 there. Can't go past Jock Goodyer. He was one of the last qualifiers out there in that qualifying session, so track had evolved slightly from when Tim Ryan went out on the track. Going to be interesting to see. Yeah, hard to go past Tim Ryan with his outstanding pace in the World of Outlaws Pro Series.
He's done a really good job. The last round he green flagged a checker win and hardly did any practice as well. So he's doing a fantastic job representing the Oz NZ community. New team Altus Esports as well.
Yes, C Sport's doing an excellent job. Very professional outfit. Have some great drivers in their lineup. Simon Feigl was part of Evolution Racing. They went their own way and set up stuff to mainly focus on GT. But they're in the dirt stuff as the safety truck rolls around. We're going to see him pulling in this corner.
So can confirm it is top 4 from each heat that are progressing. Don't forget we do have live timing up on our website as well at v8online.com. Green flag in the air. Away we go. Tim Ryan, a great jump. Got Jock Goodyear already up a spot. Oh, big wreck in the background though. There's heaps of cars involved. Hobbo facing the wrong direction.
Hobbo.
Jordison and Ince were in that one as well. But at the front, Goodyear's pulled away. Ryan's pulled away. Goodyear and Harris are into it. And Aaron Kelly's really struggling at the moment.
Yeah, certainly is. It's great little battles here. You can already see how much that track is evolving. Tim Ryan, he's not pulling away though. Jock Goodyear right on his tail. He is looking very fast.
You gotta watch out for Dale Jordison here too, because he's ready to pounce. If any of these guys get together, he is right there ready to take this away. And Jordison looks really strong right now as Harris tries a different line, trying something different. Going to the extreme inside to defend off Lachlan Smith at the moment.
Yeah, certainly is. The Lachlan Smith is doing a good job at holding back Jordison. Oh, he's going to try and get the run up here on Harris. These cars, no mirrors. Can't really see where the car is behind you. I think he's going to try and throw it here. He's going to go low. No, he's going to stay up there. He's going to try and use that power and get on the power. He's going to get... Oh!
Smith around! And Jordison through.
Yes. Yeah, Jordison is through. So
and it's on for the lead now too.
Good position.
Jock Goodyear's closed right up onto the rear of Tim Ryan. It'll be 2 laps to go when they cross the line.
Yeah, and he's going to use that high line. He's going to try and get the run here. Oh, here we go, side by side.
Wheel-to-wheel contact.
So close to the wall. Here we go, here we go. This is where Jock Goodyear, he's actually going to get the power down and get him on the outside.
Oh, wow,
here.
what a move.
There he goes.
Around the outside. Tim Ryan's going to come back through, though. Going to try a slide job.
Is he going to try and slow him down?
Oh,
very close.
That was almost contact.
This is why you see Ryan as a pro driver gives respect out there on track for the other drivers, and this is where the battles are. I tell you what, but that car of Goodyear is hooked up, but Ryan is coming back.
Jock Goodyear gets the win. Great drive from Jock Goodyear. Started in 3rd and he's progressed and won heat number 2. What a good job. That was an awesome heat. One of the best heats we've probably had in this season so far, I would say.
Oh yeah, I think that's definitely the best, the closest. These guys giving respect to each other on track, which is what you want when you're racing these top guys. You're you have to respect the guy next to you and know that he's not going to put you in the wall. And that creates for great racing. So yeah, very, very awesome race. I look forward to those two guys going at it in the feature. What will they change in setup will be interesting.
Goodyear, Ryan, Harris and Jordison are all through to the A main, with Lachlan Smith being the unlucky one. Believe it or not, Brenton Hobson finished that heat in 6th position. Aaron Kelly and Glenn Ince, those last 4 all now have to go through the B main. So we go to the start grid for heat number 3, our final heat of the night. Berkeley and Harris on the front row. So TTL in 1 and 2. Also in 4 with Jake Maloney, but Scott Butler breaks that group up. James Robbie and Daniel Gow on the next row with Dale Grother and Scott Griffiths rounding out our field. This is a stacked field, this one.
Yeah, this is going to be a good race. Can't go past Joel Berkeley. He's a master in this thing. Tim Harris. I'll try and be on that high line for the start there, Jay. That's generally where all the power is in the car.
Well, in that last heat, we saw the second on the inside was the one that got the good jump, and Jock Goodyear was able to do it from third. So I don't know if the high or the lows is really where you want to be at the start. I mean, you control the pace at the front. You get the privilege of going when you choose, but I think the third place car almost looks like it's a spot to be.
Yeah, well, you see, you really want to try and time it on that guy in front of you. If he jumps early, well, you want to be right with him. If you know, you can as smooth as you possibly can. If you jump on it, man, you're only going to do a wheel stand, and you have no control over the front wheels. We're going to see them take off now. Great start. Yes, that inside line was the one there.
Straight away, Butler into second position.
Harris.
Have a look at James Robbie making moves though. Maloney's dropped a long way back, and James Robbie is the one making all the moves at the moment. Side by side with Daniel Gow. Watch Gow and Butler. Sorry, James Robbie side by side. Butler's now clear in third. Maloney's going to struggle to hold on to fourth position at this rate though.
Yeah, great battles back here in for P4. So we're going to try and get that P4. Just watching Tim Harris there. Slight mistake on the exit of turn 4.
Maloney now under a lot of pressure from Daniel Gow. Cars getting together in the background. James Robbie and Dale Grother got together. Scott Griffiths also in the pit, so he's already raced on. We've now got a battle. 5 cars still running at the front. 4 transfer. Maloney running the extreme high line. Daniel Gow running the extreme low line. And they've maintained about the even pace at the moment. Berkeley's broken away from Harris. Butler is just holding on. He's getting a bit of pressure applied from behind. Maloney has found a tiny little bit more. Almost contact between Maloney and Gow though.
Yeah, very close between. I think Gow's going to get it here. Is he going to close him off? No, he's not. He's going to give the room, but he is getting that better run.
Oh, Maloney threw on Butler. Butler's made a mistake. Oh!
There we go. Gow and Maloney together. Great. Those guys didn't manage to put it on their lid. But I don't think that Gow's going to come back from this. He may do.
Very close. He's got 1.5 laps to go. He's got alongside once. Will he be able to get the job done? He's through on Maloney.
He's going to get it. He's going to get it.
Yeah, Maloney's got the pace.
He's going to get it.
At the line, they are side by side.
Which is where he wants to be.
Maloney's got to slide back up through. Gow's had to check up. This is a great battle, but Maloney's clipped the fence and lost all his momentum. Berkeley picks up the win. Harris in second. Butler will cross the line in third. We're going to stay with this for fourth,
Gow's
though.
going to get it. Gow's going to get it.
Oh, great race. Well done, Daniel Gow, and good fighting from Maloney.
Battle.
Well done, guys.
I tell you what, those are the battles that you love to see. Very close. They gave each other respect. They did come together there, but they managed to all keep it in a straight line and managed to battle through to the end. I didn't think Gow had it in him to be able to have that pace to come through, but he proved me wrong, and he managed to get a position into that A main.
So the results from the heat number 3 on screen. Berkeley, Harris, Butler and Gow through, but that was an awesome fight from Daniel Gow. Well done to get that at the end. Over Jake Maloney, he'll now have to go through the B main with Dale Grother, James Robbie and Scott Griffiths also into the B main, which the starting grid is up on screen for that. Trent Gostley and Lachlan Smith on the front row. Maloney in third. James Rice in 4th position. 5th for Brenton Hobson. Dale Grother alongside him on the 3rd row. Gavin Sadler and Aaron Kelly 7th and 8th. 5th row has James Robbie and Darren Brumfield with Glenn Ince and Scott Griffiths rounding out our 12-car field. This is going to be a pretty intense race, this one. Top 8 go through.
Top 8. We've got Hobson out there. Gavin Sadler, he'll be one to watch. He hasn't shone that much in the qualifying or in the first race. We saw him get tangled up there. But I certainly think he'll be one to watch. I reckon Lachlan Smith. Lachlan Smith is my pick for the take on this on the win here, Jay.
Yep, there's a few guys. It's really 6 or 7 guys you could say have a legitimate chance of winning this race. A little bit longer. We almost double the length of this one. This is 15 laps. But Trent Gosling will start from the pole. As you said, Hobson's one to watch. Gavin Sadler, hopefully he's been able to tweak that setup as the night's gone on and find some improvements in the pace of that car. I know those guys will not be happy with how the car's performed, but the good thing about this format, the good thing about these races is you're not all out if you do have a bad one at the start. It's not the end of your night.
Yeah, exactly. Love dirt track racing. You've always got that chance to redeem yourself and make your way back forward to get that entry into the A main. These cars are absolute weapons to drive. They're take a bit of practice to get right.
Big hello to everyone who is tuning in to us here at V8's Line for the very first time. Whether you're watching us live on YouTube or on Facebook, a big thank you and hello for tuning in. This is the Australian 410 Sprint Car Championship. And we are about to get the green flag in the air for the B main. 15 laps on the board. Away we go. Good jump on the outside from Lachlan Smith.
Oh,
Maloney got
run.
checked up. And have a look at Hobson coming through. He's already passed
What a
Maloney.
run there into P3.
Will he get another?
Oh, he certainly found some horsepower. He is working that low line. You can see that the car's running up high. They're getting a little bit more power down, but Hobbo's being very smooth on the throttle and he's making it work for him. That looks to be turn 2 there. Exeter turn 2 does have a lot of grip down low, so he is going to slot into P3. No.
So Smith, Gosling, Maloney, the top 3, but Hobson is about to make it into that top 3 because Gosling's made a mistake and he's under pressure from Maloney. Hobson's looking really strong. There's been a bit of shuffling in the background as well. Aaron Kelly's dropped off the pace and Gavin Sadler's just gone through on his teammate in James Robbie. So Smith's broken away. Aaron Kelly looks like he is not done, unfortunately. But here comes Hobson. He is through. And in the background, we've got cars around. Gavin Sadler hasn't had the best
Not a
of
good night for Gavin. No, there we go. A lot of pressure on Grant Gosling there.
Yeah, Gosling's feeling it from 2 drivers behind now.
Here we go.
Maloney.
I think we're going to see Hobbo take this lap. No, slightly. He's going to use this high line now. He's going to go high. So going to use that high line and try to get that power down. Takes a little bit to adjust from going to the low line back up to the top as the track evolves.
The moment in the lucky 8th position is Darren Brumfield, but Dale Groth has just had a massive moment coming out of turn 4 and he's lost a couple of spots, but Maloney and Hobson still side by side. Here you go, Hobbo is through. Is he going to be able to hold on to the spot?
Oh, here he goes. He's going to try. I think he's going to get it this time. He's got the power down. Here we go, running side by side. These guys giving out to each other huge respect on track here.
Great to watch this battle unfold.
Here we go, and this is giving every opportunity for Trent Gosling to just pull away. We haven't even looked at our race leader, Lachlan Smith. He's halfway down the road.
7 laps to go. What a fight this has been for 3rd and 4th this entire race. We spent the first 8 laps with them side by side.
Hobbo's got it, Jay.
Yep, he's through.
There he goes.
Slide job.
Is he going to chop his nose? No, he's not. He's going to be respectful, but he's got the line now.
Oh, well done.
Here we go. What a
Hobson.
great battle.
Great move.
Tell you
from
what,
Hobson.
Jake Maloney, he can come back. We've got 5 laps left to go in this race. But he's just starting to pull that distance on Maloney now. Is he going to be able to track? Oh, yes, here we go. Gosling, big
Gosling.
mistake.
Yeah, Gosling's lost all
Hobbo's
momentum.
going to go through here.
So Hobson into 2nd. Gosling's going to struggle to hold on for 3rd because Maloney looks really strong too.
Oh, Maloney is going to come. How many laps we've got? We've got 4 to go. Maloney running that high line. Trent Gosling, he's trying to use that low line to be able to get past, but oh, here we go. He's right on the back of Hobbo.
Yep, so Gosling.
Is he going to try and cut his nose? Here we go. He's going to come back. He's going to get past him again, Jay. So Hobbo's getting so close to that wall on turn entry.
3 laps to go. Smith has just blitzed away. He's got a 3.5 second lead. It's his lap race to lose, but Gosling, Hobson, Maloney, battle for second is well and truly on.
Oh, for young and old, I tell you right. Oh, up top, we've got Gosling down the bottom. He made a slight mistake there. That's given the advantage to Hobbo. Oh, Hobbo getting so close to the wall. This is going to give it back to Gosling here. I reckon we're going to see these guys come over the line at a photo finish here, Jay.
It's going to be very, very tight.
Oh, there we go. Hobbo's got the run this time, though.
Oh, he's just clipped the fence, though.
Oh, wow.
White flag in the air.
And we've got a lap car going to slow them up, too.
Yeah, that's a 44.
This is going to be interesting. Where is he going to go? Where is he going to go?
One under Lachlan Smith. He will pick up the win. But second place, who's it going to be? Drag race at the line. Gosley's been hit, but Gosley got the spot. So Gosley second, Hobson in third, Maloney fourth, James Robbie fifth, and the lucky number 8 goes to Darren Brumfield. Wow. We said we had the best heat. That was the best B main we've had for the entire season.
That was the best B main we've seen. That was so close. Great driving there from Hobbo 88. Absolute master in a lot of racing, and yeah, what a great race.
One more race to go for the night. The drivers now have 3 minutes to get themselves back into gear. Those guys that have not raced for a little while, they get a little bit of a feel for the circuit. But Lachlan Smith and Trent Gosling, Brenton Hobson, Jake Maloney, James Robbie, Dale Grother, James Rice and Darren Brumfield will make it through to the A main. Gavin Sadler, Glenn Ince, and also Scott Griffiths and Aaron Kelly all out of the night. Unfortunate for those guys. But now we shape up for the main event. This is going to be an interesting, entertaining night.
I told them that last race from our race winner, and all of what Brenton Hobson had to turn it on. Trent Gosling, these guys are all going to be going at it. Their elbows out. There's going to be no love lost between these guys, and I'm sure we're going to see a great battle. I'm super excited for this race, Jay.
Yeah, I cannot wait. Big hello to everyone who is watching and tuning in for the very first time here on V8's Online. As we said earlier, this series runs every second Tuesday night, and round 4 in a couple of weeks' time. We're going to have some amazing fun as we head to Knoxville in 2 weeks' time. I'm looking forward to that. That's a really, really fun track in these cars. Of course, the home of sprint cars in America.
Yes, Knoxville, great track. It's
teammates coming together on the front straight there as well. We just saw Berkeley and Dance come together on the front straight. That will be less than ideal. Better to do it in a practice,
I'm sure they'll be having a laugh about it in practice. But certainly not what you want to do in the race. Just watching Lachlan Smith here. Synergy Sim Racing car, the 911 car. He's looking very smooth. He's trying to get that track. It's amazing how much these tracks evolve over a night, Jay. It's there is no racing line left, and what is left up top is so close to the wall. So if you want to be fast, you can work that low line, as we saw in that previous race between that battle of Hobbo and Trent Gosling. Those guys were changing between who was running up top, who was running down bottom. But it's really, the track has gone away a lot. So I'm sure we're going to see these guys getting so close and even touching the wall. I know from other events that we've watched, literally in those last few laps, those top guys have that right rear wheel sitting on that wall, trying to get that power down.
So this is our grid for the final race of the night. As we said earlier, Bob King will start from pole position in this one. Joel Berkeley alongside, and you wouldn't have it any other way with the way the championship sits at the moment. Jock Goodyear in third. The top 3 in the championship, 1, 2, 3 in this race. Lewis Hewitt, who we saw have some incredible pace in qualifying. Amazing job in the first race. Going to have to work hard from 4th position. The 3rd row will be Tim Ryan and Tim Harris. Vince Romeo start from 7th. He's been one to watch tonight. He's done a great job so far tonight. Ryan Harris will start from 8th position. Scott Butler and Cameron Dance on the 5th row of the grid. Then Dale Jordison and Daniel Gow, row number 6. Lachlan Smith and Trent Gosley on row 7, with Brenton Hobson and Jake Maloney on the 8th row of the grid. 9th row of the grid is James Robbie and Dale Grother, James Rice and Darren Brumfield on the 10th row. Now, 20 car field for this 30 lap race. The big change from this race to the last one, though, is now we have cautions. So if the caution is thrown, the laps do count. So you really want to get moves made as quick as you can.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Jay. 30 laps around this super fast circuit. We were seeing speeds of 226 kilometers an hour in qualifying. These cars super fast. These guys will be getting nervous now. Who's your pick for the win, Jay?
Well, I've done one. I've actually picked a winner for the first time in 7 years, so I might continue on. I'm going to say Hewitt. Hewitt looked really, really strong in his heat. Had some incredible pace in qualifying. Was very, very quick in practice as well. So I'll say Hewitt.
Okay, I'm going to go for Berkeley on this one. He is super fast. He was quick out there. If he can start a trouble, then you know, I think he's got a good chance here. But yeah, you can't count out Bob King. We saw him battle in the last round to try and get that win. Slightly missed out. So is he going to try and redeem himself? It's going to be interesting to see where the grip is on this start of this race. Set kick off in a few moments time.
30 laps on the board here at Williams Grove. Green flag fires. King is away. Good job.
Go. What a start from King. So yes. Oh, there we go. There we go. Berkeley touching the wall on that down. He has to get off the gas there. He's going to get held up by his teammate.
Hewitt in the fence though.
Oh,
he's around.
Hewitt.
That's a big,
there we
big
go.
wreck. Caution is out.
Big shunt.
And sorry, Lewis, that's probably all on me because the commentator's curse was well and truly good then.
No, well, that was not really that was Berkeley's fault, to be honest with you, Jay. I was watching both of those cars and he actually clipped him and sent him into the wall. So you can imagine there's going to be some hard talks there in that team after this event.
It just all started from Berkeley on that start. He just a little clip in the wall.
Yeah.
That's really hurt Hewitt, and he is not done. He's in the pits, and that's race over. So,
oh, there we go. Berkeley, he's getting a penalty for it, I think.
Yeah, he'll be getting a rear.
He is. He's been sent to the end of the line. End of the line. And fair enough, too. There we go. Both our picks for the win are...
Sorry, boys.
Pretty much out the window. Sorry, guys. I think we should just not pick from the future because I think we've just... we've made the call for this race, Jay. So, hey, I must say though, getting back to the front of the grid, Bob King, excellent start there.
And
absolutely
Tim Ryan
perfect.
as well.
You can see, yeah, you can see where that grip is. So Tim Ryan, he is a pro. He's right up there in the World of Outlaws World Championship Pro Series, and yeah, I think that we're going to see these two really battle it out for the next 27 laps.
Yep, it's going to be action-packed over the next little while. Remember, we do have live timing up on our website as well, so you can keep up to date with everyone out on the circuit. And we are definitely going to miss passes because the racing is going to be on for the next 7.5 minutes or so, depending on how long we stay green for. So King controls the field. The ruling around restarts is they have to wait until they pass the last of the white tyres on the inside of the circuit before they can go. And any time from there until they pass the...
There we go. We're
underway.
Great start from Bob King. Tim Ryan going that low line. Is he going to be able to work it? No. Oh, wow. Very close there between Ryan. Yeah, big moment between those guys. Those guys very close. Professionals in this field. Looks to be drive in both the high line and the low line.
Caution is out again, though.
Caution is out. So
Trent
that's what
Gosling
we
around.
see in Trent Gosling. Okay, good night, nurse, for Trent Gosling.
There's a fair bit of pushing and shoving in that mid-pack at the restart. There was two cars come together quite heavily. I think it was Daniel Gow and the 24 there, Dale Grother and Cameron Dance come together really heavily, and Trent Gosling had nowhere to go. He was an absolute innocent victim in that. That was actually... Gosling was the one that come together with Gow. Gow's just turned it in. I don't think he realised that he was 3 wide at that point. He thought he was 2 wide, and 3 into 2 doesn't quite go.
No, it certainly doesn't, Jay. We're now 7 laps through this race, so it's yeah, what a start that we've seen. Very close there between Bob King and Tim Ryan. They're very close to coming together. Tim Ryan slightly getting out of the throttle, but these guys looking very racy. I'm pleased to see that there is drive on both the high line and the low line. So this really turns it on for great racing. We're going to see, I reckon we're going to see Jock Goodyear really get in the mix between these, well, these front two. So Bob has had 2 great starts so far, so can he make it a third?
Of course, even though he's all the way back in 16th at the moment, you can't discount at any point Joel Berkeley. He has been incredibly quick the entirety of this series, leads the championship. Will be concerning for him that his main championship rival is sitting in position 1. There was 2 points between those 2 drivers at the start of tonight's event, and Jock Goodyear only 2 points further back. As it is now, Bob King and Jock Goodyear have broken away incredibly from Berkeley.
Yeah, they certainly have. So here we go, we're underway. Another great start there from Bob King. Tim Ryan going to run that high. No, he's going to chuck it low. Try and use that low line. And it's working for him because he is side by side.
Jordison and Tim Harris come together. Jordison's gone through, but he's also going to lose a spot. But we're going to change for the lead because Tim Ryan, side by side with Bob King, they've come together. Big impact. Tim Ryan's through. Bob King recovers, but he's dropped to third. Jock Goodyear and Ryan Harris have gone through. Caution is back out again. So we've got Darren Brumfield around in the background, but that is race changing there. Bob King's been given the spots back up into second by the looks, but big impact back in the field.
Yeah, wow, that was very close. Those guys did a super job there to both keep it off the wall and putting it on its roof.
That caution actually come out at about the time that those 2 cars did come together. Darren Brumfield, the unfortunate driver, who has ended up upside down and looks like he's out of the race. The TTL guys getting into each other in the background there. I believe that was Berkeley and Dance bumping wheels. And Brumfield's just come to get out of turn number 4, and Dale Growth has just dropped down a little bit. And don't think Brumfield really did anything wrong in that incident there.
No, they certainly didn't. It's yeah, wow, that was intense, really, Jay. This is really proving that this track is such a great circuit. Jock Goodyear, he's going to want to try and stick with these guys early on. We want to see some green flag running here. Already 12 laps through the 30-lap race. Let's get dirty for 30. It's going to be a great battle for the last 18 laps.
Yep, and already Berkeley got 6 positions in that restart. Sorry, 4 positions in that restart. That one green flag lap, he passed 4 cars. I said you can't discount Berkeley, already up into 12th.
Yeah, not a bad effort. All he needs is really another caution. If he makes his way through in this next one, he could certainly be in the hunt. We've got 17 laps to go now, so anything is possible. These guys are going to start very soon. We're on the next turn. We'll be back under green lights again.
Yep, for the first time in tonight's main, Tim Ryan will lead the field up into turn number 1. As we said before, as soon as he passes these tyres on the inside of the pit entry, he is allowed to go anytime he wants. Goes a little bit earlier than we saw King go, but Jock Goodyear's got a really great start.
Yeah, great start from Goodyear.
Have a look up the inside. Dale Jordison as well looked like he got a good jump, and he's going to apply pressure, but Ryan Harris and Jock Goodyear slotting back into line. Back in the field, though. Have a look at this big pack of cars. Berkeley just made heavy contact with James Robbie. Dance struggling up against the wall. Berkeley's gaining spots now into the top 10, but have a look. Bob King, Jock Goodyear side by side. This is championship changing too.
Really, it's
King, big moment.
There we go. Bob King in the wall.
Big moment for King. He's dropped all the way back to 4th, and he's now going to feel pressure from Tim Harris from behind. Brenton Hobson and Joel Berkeley also side by side. Berkeley now up into 9th. Bad night for King will help Berkeley as Berkeley tries to make his way back through the field. Tim Ryan leads the race. We're past halfway. Ryan, Goodyear, Harris and King the top 4. Lachlan Smith starting to make moves.
1.5 second gap between Ryan and Goodyear. And we've got another second gap between Goodyear and Harris. Bob King, he's going to want to try and get into that top 3. I don't think anyone's really got the pace to catch Tim Ryan at this stage. Oh, very close to the wall there on turn entry for Jock Goodyear.
And contact between Dale Jordison and Lachlan Smith. Smith's going to get the run coming out of turn 2, and he'll get the move done into 3 and 4. So Lachlan Smith up into 6th position, but have a look who's just behind these guys. Berkeley now ready to pounce and potentially could take 3 in 1.
Yeah, there we go. Berkeley is the man of the moment.
Berkeley with a better run. Smith just clipped the wall coming into turn 3.
Oh, wow. They were super close to those inside tyres there for Berkeley. There we go. He's going to run high. Is he going to be able to get the power down? I think he is. Yes, he is. He is going to go through into P8. So we've got 10 laps to go in round 3 of the Australian Sprint Car Championship. This is on for young and old. We could see.
Oh, big wreck.
Oh, there we go. Big moment. Big wreck.
Dale Jordison.
Under yellow again. This has given Joel Berkeley every opportunity to at least get up to a top 3 here.
It gives Bob King a chance too.
Impressive effort.
Yeah.
Impressive effort there. 2.5 seconds.
Just to give King a chance now as well to regroup and regather, recompose himself. That was Lachlan Smith just absolutely ran over Jordison there. So unfortunate for Dale Jordison. We're now down to 14 cars left running. Tim Ryan, though, is going to have to do it all again.
Yeah, and he's going to have 6 laps to do it.
Lights are out. No, the lights are still on the iRacing pace track, so we will have 2 more laps under yellow. Hopefully then we will stay green all the way to the end, but that was a nice little green flag run we had there. And Lachlan Smith has been given a penalty as well. Not really surprising that he's been given a rear of grid, and he's actually escaped back to the pits. So he is done for the night. Lachlan Smith probably won't be too happy with how that played out. Sure, he definitely no malice in the contact there. He just unfortunately made contact with Jordison.
Yeah, the most impressive though, Joel Berkeley, P6. We could definitely see him get a top 3 here, provided we go green all the way to the finish. These guys are going to be super racy. I know one person who's going to be trying to redeem himself is Bob King. Made a bit of a mistake there, climbed the wall, was lucky not to put it on its roof. Don't think he suffered any damage from when he hit the wall, but he will definitely want to be trying to at least get into 2nd or 3rd. He is sitting P2 in the championship, so he wants to have some good points after this round. They're going to go green the next lap.
Yep, we'll go green this time around, and if the results finish as they are right now, Jock Goodyear would lead the championship by 2 points over Bob King, who would lead Joel Berkeley by 2 points. So the championship gaps would stay the same, but the top 3 would all be reversed in position. Green flag in the air. Tim Ryan away. We've got 6 laps to go. Watch for Bob King. Watch for Joel Berkeley.
Oh, Bob King, he's doing a great job so far.
Here comes Berkeley, already through on Tim Harris.
Yeah, Berkeley, he is through.
Also, Hobson's closed up as well. He's gained a lot of time in the background. We've just seen Cameron dance in the fence. We're at the front. Tim Ryan doing enough for now. Goodyear, Harris, King, and then Tim Harris. Berkeley's lost the spot back, but they've always come together. Berkeley in the fence.
Yes, okay, I think that could be his opportunity done here. I reckon he's going to have to settle for P6. He was very lucky there. He comes together slightly with his team. Tim Harris, Tim Ryan now half a second between himself and Jock Goodyear in P2. Then another half a second to Ryan Harris. Then 0.3 of a second back to Bob King.
Berkeley's lost a spot. He just lost a spot to Hobson. Have a look at Hobson trying to get a move around. Of course, Hobbo's trying to get himself into 6th position. That's how it normally runs. We've got 2 laps to go. And it's on for the lead because have a look at how close Jock Goodyear is now. This is the closest he's been to steal this race away.
Yeah, 0.3 of a second. He is gaining on him, so he's trying his absolute hardest. Wants to try and win this race to extend that championship lead. Team Tim Ryan here at any event until now.
White flag in the air. This is it.
Though.
Last lap. Tim Ryan holding on from Jock Goodyear.
Going to have enough.
Bob King.
Anything can happen. He's going to try and throw it. Oh, he's going to... No, there we go. He tried his absolute best. Respectful racing there.
Bob King does get Harris at the end, does he? Yes. So Bob King now into 3rd in the race.
Okay. So
that will tie our championship lead.
Yes, that will tie it up. So here we go into the next round at Knoxville.
Big
wow, what an
congratulations.
event, Jay. This gets...
This has been a fantastic night of racing. Congratulations to Tim Ryan in his debut in the series. In the all-new Altus Esports colours. We will grab our race results, though. Unofficial results on screen with Tim Ryan in 1st. Jock Goodyear 2nd. Bob King did get Harris at the final corner to pick up 3rd position. Tim Harris in 5th. Joel Berkeley finishes 6th. Hobson wasn't quite able to get through, but very, very close in the end between Tim Harris and Joel Berkeley. Daniel Gow in 8th. Cameron Dance did finish in 9th in the end. He got his way forward a little bit at the end. James Robbie in 10th. Dale Grother and James Rice 11th and 12th. Vince Romeo, the last running car with Lachlan Smith and Dale Jordison involved in that last caution. Scott Butler, Darren Brumfield, Trent Gostley, Lewis Hewitt and Jake Maloney unfortunately did not finish the race, but yet again, this series has got better each race as it's gone on, and we've had that much fun tonight. I cannot wait for Knoxville 2 weeks' time.
Oh, I tell you what, Jay, you're not wrong there, mate. This has turned it up every single round. We saw a great first round. We saw an excellent second round, and well, it's going to be hard to top this round, to be honest. I've absolutely loved calling this event. We've seen some great battles. Hopefully we see Tim Ryan turn up for round 4. We hadn't seen him until now, and he was the star of the night, winning the event.
Well, let's ask him.
Anything can happen.
Let's ask him. He's here in the booth. Congratulations, Tim. Well done on picking up the win in round 3. What a fight that was, though.
Yeah, it was pretty tough. The track went really slick, a lot slicker than I thought it would be. Even going down the straight, it was just wheel spinning the whole way down.
The battle at the end there, that was pretty tight. Jock was coming in those last couple of laps.
Yeah, I noticed he was pushing it really hard, then driving it to hit the marbles in the middle. I was probably just driving it a little bit too cautious and didn't have the wing back far enough.
Now, I've seen you've been absent for the first 2 rounds. Hopefully we'll hopefully have you back for the rest of the season as well.
Just take it one day at a time. Just, yeah, see what happens. I'm normally not home at a night time, but just thought I'd make it, seeing the pro race of the year is next week, so just thought I'd get some testing done. Well,
congratulations on picking up the win in round 3. 3 different winners from our 3 different races. Who would you like to thank?
Just everyone at Altus Esports. That's been a really good team so far. Bob for putting on the series, and yeah, Jock for an exciting finish. Thank you.
Well done to Tim Ryan in first position. Next we'll go to Jock Goodyear. Congratulations on P2. And working out the sums, you and Bob are tied for the championship lead now.
Oh, all right. Thanks.
That's some extra pressure for you. But great night. The fight that you had there at the end, you thought you might have nearly had enough to get Tim at the end, but not quite enough.
Yeah, no, I knew that bottom was going to start to go away. I just had to wait, and then I thought it was starting to go away a bit there in 4, and then I chucked the wing back a bit, and then started to get the middle going, and then it was starting to come. I just ran out of laps, so we'll move on to the last round and hopefully get a good result.
Halfway point of the championship, you in the equal championship lead. Would that have been a pretty satisfying way the championship played out if you got told that at the start?
Oh, yeah, I suppose. I don't really know. I don't really worry about the championship. I just go race at a time, so yeah.
Oh, congratulations on a great second place finish tonight. We better let you thank who you need to thank.
Yeah, I just got to thank everyone at TTL, Esports, Ultimate Dirt TV, Hyper Simulators, Ash Meter Footage, Dan Under Graphic, Thigh Designs, Harm Tune Suspension. Obviously, you guys for putting it on. Thanks.
Congratulations to Jock Goodyear for second position. We'll go to our third place finisher, Bob King. Bob, that was an interesting night. That little clip of the wall, though, not ideal, but you got that spot on the last lap as well to get you back into tied for the championship lead.
Yeah, thanks, guys. It was pretty much about damage limitation there. When me and Tim made a bit of contact, the car didn't want to seem to point the same direction. But yeah, sort of set it up to run the top, and really didn't think the bottom was going to be that good. But yeah, proved me way wrong on that one.
The restart seemed, when you had those restarts, you're doing a pretty good job. But obviously that little incident hampered it. Was it key for you to try and get the big jump at the restarts?
Well, I mean, if anytime you're trying to make a good start, you're trying to get a bigger gap as you possibly can. Especially here, kind of blocks the slide job. Yeah, but the bottom was really good, so yeah, it took me by surprise. And yeah, we'll learn from it and move on.
Knoxville in 2 weeks' time. Looking forward to that one.
Not one of the favourite tracks, but we'll just see if we can keep our head down and just claim some points at the tracks we're not too great at, and that's all you can really do.
Well, congratulations for a third place finish tonight. We better let you thank who you need to thank.
Yeah, all the guys at Synergy Sim Racing. We've got a couple of new guys over there and been helping out a lot with some testing. And obviously Trackstar Raceway, the Speedway Shop, Newlon, V8 Online for all their hard work, broadcasting, and Down Under Graphics for all the help and supporting the series as well.
Big congratulations to our podium, Tim Ryan, Jock Goodyear, Bob King. Well done, guys, on a great night. Fonty, wowee, have you got your breath back yet? Because that was another awesome night of racing.
Yeah, I tell you what, just turns it up every week. Absolutely love the series. I think it's going from strength to strength. Yeah, I can't wait to get to Knoxville. Absolutely iconic track in the Speedway world. And yeah, well, we've seen it get better every round. It's just going to be a showdown come round 4.
Next round in 2 weeks' time, we head to Knoxville, same time here on V8's Online on Facebook and YouTube. But our next broadcast here on V8's Online is tomorrow night for the Geodesic Racing Sprint Series Australasia. It will be on the iRacing Esports Network as well. So make sure you tune in tomorrow night. And Friday night, the debut of the Australian Online Supercar Championship on V8's Online. Looking forward to that as well. Make sure you tune in to all of our broadcasts. Make sure you stay with us here on V8's Online. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter. Big thank you to you, Fonty, for jumping in, and thank you to Bob and Joel for their hard work behind the scenes. We'll be back for this series in 2 weeks' time at Knoxville. Until then, we'll see you next time.